Kaboom! Kaboom!
Hey everybody, Methro here, and today we will be using what I believe to be the worst loadout for Team Fortress 2's Soldier. The weapons I'm using aren't exactly bad, but just items that I don't appear to be entertaining in any way. The primary today is the Cowmangler 5000, which was good at first. Like, people all even thought it was as good as the Stockwell launcher for a time, but then it got changed and it just doesn't get any love anymore. The Soul Conqueror, our secondary item, has, I think it has a good idea behind it, but it's often like too situational for a wide range of uses. And the Equalizer, it isn't awful, but I prefer the escape plan. Yeah, a more personal thing is that I often forget about the kill taunt and sometimes accidentally press G, so I never use it except during like victory or defeat time when we're either spreading or getting killed with critical damage, Same hats and everything though. Like, there's no hats that are bad in the game, unless like Ghostly Gibbous. So yeah, the good thing about the Cowmangler is that it doesn't need ammo, but I think the idea with the table and buildings in the lack of clip size isn't nearly as effective enough. I think since you're given only 4 seconds, you won't have enough time to destroy something like a level 3 sentry and like a vital shooting point. The charge shot on players can be pretty fun when the gates first open up, as what's going to happen in the first few minutes, hopefully. But after that things get hard, since you have to like rely on the enemies to be standing in the same place you left them, or you have to like predict their next move, like where they're going to be. So it's a slightly different but also kind of the same technique. It's kind of like an alternate twist on the Beggar's Bazooka, really. The Contra, it keeps you pretty good on like control points like this that is really close to the enemy spawn, because you can regenerate a bit of health. But like, you always have medics and health kits to do that if you want. Like, even the buff isn't nearly as useful nowadays, because like you got Mad Milk, and that can almost be as effective in a small area, and you don't have to cause as much damage, you just have to wait a few seconds for it to recharge. Equalizer, I can only find use for it in medieval mode. If you've depleted your ammo, it can be a handy backup. But then again, there's another reason why I purposely chose the Cowmangler, because I'm not going to run out of ammo, because of course there is none. So as you can see, I'm just busy pumping shots into the enemy spawn. I haven't tried a charge shot yet, but well, there's always time, I guess. I could try and go for one now. See, did that hit anyone? No, I don't think that hit anyone. Could be wrong. But yeah, so see, the damage done is let us charge me Contra, but the thing is, I'm so low on health now that I need to run back, and all these people at the back are going to get instead of those who are actually struggling on the front lines. And in the moment I activated that, I died. Like, the thing is, the buff only lives as long as you do. So, I instantly die, the buff instantly ends, and those people who thought they were invulnerable just have to die as well. It's pretty cruel practice sometimes. Really hard, honestly. Could aim it at this medic guy. No. Okay, there I go, I got that spy, but I think that was just because he was standing still. But yeah, as you can see, he inflicted a crit, he started burning, and that's basically it. I think he's probably just going to run back to spawn, or maybe he won't. Okay, whatever. But again, I'm going to try again, let's see if I can hit anyone. Yeah, there we are, see? He's burning, at least I think that was me, it could be a different guy. But see, that's the great thing, because you can just unleash these charge shots. Like, when this weapon works, it is good, it is fun. But it's just trying to get the enemy in the right place at the right times when it gets an issue. It's when it gets really hard and you're just like, oh, why did I ever do this? I'm just gonna stand here and taunt as I usually do on control points. Spy, so I'm just gonna quickly obliterate him. So basically, we're just sitting around this control point waiting for someone to come out, and I haven't even used my Equalizer yet. Probably won't either. Let's see, charge shot again. No, I died. Okay, but yeah, there we go. All of these weapons in a nutshell, really. Like, once you've seen them in action once, you've seen them in action at all times, really. So there's nothing exactly exciting about them when you're trying to play a straight game, just like a simple generic kind of thing. Like, I think this is more like a joke kind of loadout, really. It helps on attacking, but really in stupid game modes where you're trying to jump around, lots of explosions, you know, I think this is probably most effective then. Now, I don't think this is a joking kind of game mode, to be honest, so I'm kind of worried a bit. But we seem to be doing alright. Just launched another mini crit, well, crit shot down there. Why do I keep saying mini crits? Talking about the buff banner for some reason. And yeah, another thing that makes us a little uncomfortable with this weapon is the fact that I just don't like the reload animation, because I think the arm just kind of gets in the way of it. Like, it could just be me, but about 40% of the time when I die with the cow mangler, it's usually because I have to like reload. Despite the lack of ammo, it just never feels as right. So, you know, again, just a personal thing, but it's one of the reasons why I dislike this weapon in most situations. This match is actually a pretty easy match too, so I'm not offending the enemy team, but, you know, this actually seems to be doing the trick, really. You know, it's amazing how, like, the worst loadout sometimes does really well on particular maps, and other times it doesn't. And that's one, like, big downside too, I forgot to mention. Cow Mangler, if you noticed, can't be, like, crit boosted. Crit boosted, it can't be crit boosted. Like, even in overtime or when you got the Chris Krieg, just don't, because it'll never work. It never does. It's really pointless using it. Like, can't tell you the amount of times some medics have just wasted Uber on a crit crate, on a, not a crit crate, what am I saying? On a cow mangler. It's like ridiculous. So we're gonna go ahead in our second match, probably our final as well. Just look at that awesome wallpaper, that guy doing the jig, whatever that means. And it looks like blue team's captured the control point already. This is one thing I like about the Righteous Bison. Why do I keep saying the wrong words? The cow mangler is that the colour of the projectiles and the paint job's really fancy as well. Like, I think Soldier's always free from like any unpleasant colour blotches. So, you know, this wasn't a disappointment schematics wise. Try and do some clunky reload before the enemy comes around the corner. See, again, we could use the charge shot on that sentry nest that's always there. Like, in that tunnel, over the stairs, whatever you want to say. But again, it probably just won't work, you know? Well, be able to disable them, sure, but it just won't give us enough time to take it down with like all the other projectiles, because I'll probably have to reload. We'll be fighting for my life at the same time. Probably have like loads of spies behind us or something, I don't know. But it won't be as good as it could be. Like, say this guy has a medic. If I could just like power shoot him, like launch a charge shot, that would be brilliant. But he'd probably kill us by the time he's deployed, or either that or end up killing each other. Like, that's the really annoying part. See, because lighting the medic on fire really ends things such as heavies, and you see we launched a charge shot here. But again, what are we supposed to do after that? Sentry's disabled, how are we supposed to do it? I suppose you could keep on launching charge shots, so it doesn't fight back and you're slowly destroying it, but it's really something, just how strange this weapon is when you actually think about it, to be honest. Like, I thought stuff like the airstrike was crazy, but honestly, it was just really, really awful, this. Honestly, again, like I said, in some situations, fun, in others, just no. Sentry nests are one of those issues with the soldier. Well, they are with all classes except maybe spies. And it's this, I think this tried to get rid of the sentry nest problem, but just failed miserably. Like, maybe if they buffed it, like added one extra downside and increased the amount of seconds, maybe like 8 seconds or something, it might be a bit more useful. But at the minute, it's just not really. It's just a really distracting piece of hardware now. I actually thought the Contra was worse than the Battalion's Backup buff banner, as I just showed you there. Because, first of all, with the buff banner, of course, you know, you get like mini crits. That can help out fill out crowded areas like sentry nests. It's much more effective than the charge shot. Again, the Battalion's Backup is also way more effective on like defensive situations. It can really save your life. I think it's probably the most vital of all buffs, banners, whatever you want to call it. You know, like of all the backpacks, I think the Battalion's Backup's probably the best. But again, my personal opinion, and this spy is annoying us, so I'm just gonna run off. Right, okay. I really love the particle effect though. You know, I think Cowmangler is split between good and bad, you know. Worst loadout... No, I'm kind of regretting now I said worst loadout now. I think possibly just the weapons I don't use. Should we just go with... But then again, I suppose weapons I use least loadout isn't nearly as effective or as fun a title. So we're just gonna run on ahead, fire a few shots and reload, just to make sure I'm not gonna glitch out when I least need to. Just messing around with my equalizer. It's a bit of a habit I have, just switching weapons on the way there, and sometimes kinda makes it bad. I think, could I try and rocket jump up here and like go sniper? I think I could actually, if I could just... No. I'll stay and let me health regenerate, because I know it'll kill us if I try to rocket jump from there again. Can I charge shot someone? No. Oh yes, they got a guy. Yes, I'm so happy now. I actually got like a charging demo man. And I got that spy as well. I don't know what that spy was doing, but then again he's just a gibbous guy. So you know, whatever. I wonder whether I got a chance like jumping into that whatever it is, that support up there. Oh, got the soldier. I'm just wondering whether I should. See, I'm still waiting for my health to recharge, so I'm kind of between a rock and hard place. Let's try. No, man. Keep missing all my shots. You know, I'll just stay up here for the minute, see if I can get another charge shot in. No. I've got 1 of 20 left, so if I'm going to do anything, I better do it now. Yeah, like, see, like there, when I swing my pickaxe, I've only got like 91 health. That helps a lot. I swing a lot faster. So I guess again, a medieval mode imperative. And I just jumped up on that ledge, and then the moment I finally managed to get on there, I'm down again. Like this jerk just knocks us off. I don't know what that guy's doing with the air strike. If he can't actually rocket jump with it. Okay, I'm not gonna try and jump again because that's gonna kill us. But I filled my rage meter though, which helps if I like get close to the front lines. Right, okay, forward again. I don't even know whether there's that many people nearby, but I'm getting ready to deploy. You know, I'll just do it now. Try and do like a one-man approach to it. Okay. See, like, I chose the most inconvenient time to do that because they instantly just get Ubered, like, all of a sudden. And I have to force to retreat. See, like, another thing as soldier, I'm used to pressing the third key and instead getting my escape plan getting brandished. And therefore I'd start running a lot faster. But again, I've got the equalizer, so I can't do that, and that's another habit I have. Another personal thing, which, you know, in my opinion makes kind of pointless. So, I hope you guys enjoy that. Show you guys later. We're about to die, so let's just go for a taunt kill. If we can't, then what else? No. Okay. Well, see you guys.